Good afternoon, YouTube family. South Texas Prepper here. Today's July the what is it? July 5th or the 6th, 2023. Um, I'm finally getting my room together here. Where I'll be trying to most likely be shooting the videos, and I just wanted to give y'all a report. A lot of stuff. Found out a lot of stuff today, or not really found out a lot of stuff, but had a lot of observations about what's going on out there. As far as like gas prices, inventory, things like that. My son and I went and picked up some tools. We needed a vise and an anvil. My son likes to forge and stuff, and so we went and got some tools for him. Um, so first was the gas. Usually we put gas at the Murphy. It's usually lower than other places, and it was at 286, and right up the street, gas stations, all the other gas stations were like 329, and I was like, man, like what's going on? So I had to go stop at Home Depot. I went over there and I told him, you know what, let's go back to the Murphy and hopefully the gas hasn't gone up because a lot of times the gas prices will go up like as soon as they do the change. I mean, you can be there, you can pass by 10 minutes later and the gas will have gone up or whatever. So it was still at 286. So we filled up, went into Wally World and picked up some supplies that we needed. I was talking to one of the guys at the Sporting Goods, and he was telling me that, which was a miracle in of itself, that there was somebody actually there. But he was telling me that they're real short-handed. That a lot of people had, a lot of their employees had walked out, so they were having uh, basically like covered like two or three different departments, and so of course prices have gone like really high. The sugar, the what is it? I think it's a 6 pound bag of sugar. Is it 6 pounds? I don't want to lie, but it's the we buy the Marantha, the pure cane sugar, brown sugar. Well, not it's not brown sugar. It's pure cane sugar. It was like 648 or something like that. It's 712 now. This is at Walmart. Um, Cereals, of course, have gone up, uh, or if they haven't gone up, the boxes actually got smaller. You should see uh, the family size boxes of cereal. Guys, also I'm having to get used to this camera, so I have the computer screen up here, which I like. So when I'm talking to y'all, I'm able to access other websites and things like that. Like right now, I have it up on one of my favorites is Market Watch, which is it gives me I can see like the prices of cryptocurrency. I can also check one of my favorites is the rates of the 10-year yield, which has a lot to do with the economy, especially with the dollar. It went up like really crazy today. Overnight went up, or actually early this morning. Price of silver, price of gold, things like that. The stock market, which I don't really look at too much, but I kind of like this setup where I can talk to y'all and um, be able to access other other websites, Zero Hedge, things like that. You know what I mean? So anyway, um, the gas went up really high. Um, Employees, shortages. Also, in the line of work that I do, there is a lot of shortages of maintenance techs. I don't see how. I mean, yeah, there's kind of like, uh, I guess you could say downsides, like the on call, but I'm used to that. That's pretty much to me the only downside of our profession is is the on call. But think it's I mean, the as far as like the job security regarding whether when that it's always needed. In other words, maintenance techs are always needed, and so I think it's a good profession to go into. Um, the skills that you use as a maintenance tech, you can apply them to your own home where you don't have to be paying contractors and stuff like that because you already know what to do, as far as for your home. Um, so another thing that besides the prices, right, which we all have been seeing for ourselves when we go to the grocery store, there was something else. Oh, so another thing I've been noticing, and like I said, I don't hit every single store in the city, right? But one of the things that I like to get is the triple antibiotic, um, triple antibiotics, and the triple antibiotics with pain, with a little bit of painkiller in them. I like to get those, stock up on those. Um, some of the stores I went to didn't have any. That's not to say that others don't, that they're not stocked up, but the places where I went, they didn't have any. Um, I like to go to like Dollar Trees and 99-cent stores for those kinds of things like that. They come in small, the small tubes, and I stock up on those a lot. That's one of my favorite things to stock up on. Peroxide, rubbing alcohol, green alcohol, things like that. Um, calamine lotion because of where we live. We live out here in the country, and my grandkids they like to run around me. Sometimes I'll run into I'll step on some or brush by on some bull nettle, which is kind of similar to stinging nettle, and I mean it burns. Um, so, guys, with the economy, with everything going on, they're wanting to introduce the CBDCs. Um, the U.S. dollar is losing. I guess the amount of countries, the amount of people that are using the U.S. dollar worldwide, right? Um, talk about our economy. The inflation is getting high. The money supply is shrinking. All these different things. Excuse me. And but like if you watch, I like to watch Economic Ninja and Nobody Special Finance, Heresy Financial. Those are all really good videos. Very really good content creators. Of course, Mr. Gregory Manarino is another one. Uh, so one thing, Jay Bravo is another one, and one of the things that they all kind of hit at the economy from different angles, right? Gregory Manarino likes to talk about the 10-year yield, um, because that is the price of it's basically the price of money. He likes to hit it at that angle. Jay Bravo and Economic Ninja like to hit it where you can make money. There's always ways to make money. Um, and I wanted to say that America, we outsourced all of our manufacturing, right? We almost basically deindustrialized in a way, and so one thing that I would always hear here is that um, in America, what we sell is dead, right? Um, the way I like to explain it to my children is that the United States, the thing that we export, right? The thing that we sell, quote unquote, is we sell U.S. dollars, right? I'm trying to explain to them that money isn't like exactly what the typical person, the way they see it, right? The way they think of it as like dollars in your pocket or in your wallet. Although it should be as simple as that, but it's not. Guys, during all these years, I've learned a lot of stuff. I've learned things about the economy since the health crisis. I learned that you know, I learned a lot of things, right? A lot of the things that are lies, a lot of things the way people are deceived or whatever. Um, or rather, it just proved to me how much people are lied to. So anyway, what I wanted to say was that it's good to prepare. Of course, we stuck up on the things that we're gonna need for an emergency. We try to stock up on things that before they go up higher in price, we get them when they're cheaper. And I like to think of that as a return on investment, right? That's the way I look at it. Precious metals when you can. Um, I we buy tools. We like to convert our money into things that we're gonna need um, to keep our homes maintained, um, to be able to do work around the house, to cut wood, lumber, whatever, trees, whatever we got to do. Um, but also the thing is that I've been keeping up with the economy for many years, and like I've said before, I thought that this economy was gonna collapse years ago. Um, but the reason you come to learn that the the people that the ruling class, right, for or however you want to call them, they're the ones that invented the system, so they change it. They're gonna be changing it all the time, and a lot of times it's changed and people don't even know it got changed. You know what I mean? Because we still have dollars, or we're still using dollar bills or whatever. Um, but the system is changed in some fundamental way that the typical person on the street doesn't really notice. Okay, but one thing that is noticeable if they catch it is the inflation, right? Everything um, goes up in price, things like that. Um, Precious metals should be higher, but prices are manipulated. You know what I mean? Things like that. So especially if you watch Economic Ninja or Jay Bravo, you'll see that in this country, it's all about money. I don't know how many times I heard that when I was growing up, that it's all about money and this and that, but I was thinking of it in the most basic terms. It's all about money. Like having money to buy stuff or whatever, buy cars, buy homes, whatever. But it's deeper than that. Everything is literally about money. In that the money represents, like our time. It represents our energy, and they've created like derivatives of that, right? Like it's like carbon copies, and um, they've created actual products that you can't really see it or touch it like a dollar or like a physical product, right? But it's all on the computer, guys. It's all contracts and insurance policies and deals. It's really abstract. It's just money, um, like investments, right? We'll sell you this package like of mortgages, whatever. Just for an example, we'll send you this bundle of mortgages that are worth this much, and for this much money, it's yours now. But you're gonna get to make the payments, right? You're gonna get the profit, right? But most of the time, those things are very, very risky. Anyway, my point is that the United States is all about money, and there is a lot of ways to make money here in America. You just gotta go out there and research it, right? Look for it. I'm not saying it's good. It's right. I'm not saying it's right. All I'm saying is that's the way it is. Um, it's an evil system, guys. It's evil genius whoever came up with it, and it's a way to. It's almost cheating, right? What happens because money can be made like that is that the earth gets looted, our physical world that we live in, right? It gets strip mined, you know. So anyway, um, I just wanted, you know, just little thoughts that pop into my head. Um, one more thing with everything going on around the world, that it seems like the world's on, there's chaos everywhere. Um, but you gotta look at what you see in your world, what's going on around you, right? And just before you get overwhelmed with other things all over the world, right? Just take care of your business here, take care of what's in front of you, because there's so much deception going on. We don't really know what's going on. We don't know if it's real. We don't know if it's being orchestrated, or if it's staged. So many things, guys, that are going on all over the world. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to test out this setup here, and I'll be tweaking it as we go. Probably maybe give me a stand, or something, just to see how it looks. Just wanted to test this out, guys. So really happy you're here. And as we go, I'll refine this little process that I got here, this little setup. I'll improve it as I go, and I'll play with it, and we'll see how it goes. So anyway, guys, y'all take care of each other and love each other out there. That's what we're here for. God bless.